there's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms in the mountains of North Carolina. Today we'll be installing another truck rack on my little pickup truck here. The last rack, this one pictured here, is awesome. In fact, it's so awesome that a coworker of mine decided he wanted one for his truck. Well, I reached out to Vevor and they have sent me a different style. This is an aluminum roof rack or ladder rack or truck rack, whatever you want to call it. And he did not want it, his truck filmed, which I can understand that. So we're gonna go ahead. I took the old one off. By the way, these things are so easy to take on and off. It's like no big deal at all. It was 4 bolts to remove it. And while I have it off, I took off my hooks. I'm gonna fix the spacing on that one. But we're gonna install this aluminum one. This one is designed for full-size trucks. This is not a full-size truck, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna look when it's on there. But I like it because it's height adjustable. So you can set it just over the cab of your truck or way up high depending on your needs. Let me go ahead and get the camera closer in the box. We'll take a look at it. I'll unbox it and we'll install it. Let's do it. Well, here it is. It's the Vevor Tough Tools half price. I do love that name. It's the pickup truck rack model number PKHJ805. Maximum capacity is 800 pounds. Height is adjustable and the width on this is 71 inches. It weighs in at 35 pounds. So I'm going to pause the camera, we'll cut this thing open and we'll see what it comes with. All right, well, as you can see, we've got everything undone. It is a little more complex to assemble than the steel one that I did on the truck last week. But this one here is more adjustable, and that's the reason why it's a little more time consuming to assemble. What I'm going to do here, the first piece, if you can see it on that, 2 of the long pieces, 1 of the short pieces, and a whole bunch of bracing to go in there, and that gives us our adjustability. I'll go ahead and install that now. I'll get both those done together, and then we'll work on the sides as well. All right, well, as you can see, we've got this piece ready to go, the 2 top halves. So some things to note here is that there's 6 bolts in each one of these on the edges. There's reinforcing steel plates that go sandwich these 2 together. So you have a center piece that goes in here and it's all held together by this. Also adds a lot of rigidity having a piece that straddles that seam right there. I will say this one, I had to drill 1 hole slightly larger. It wasn't exactly drilled perfect from the factory, maybe offset by 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little less than that, but no big deal. Drilling through aluminum, you should have a drill bit ready to do that. As far as these side pieces here, these are also adjustable. You loosen it up, which is kind of cool, so you can secure your load a little better with it. Now I'm not putting the end caps in yet because I think there's still a little bit more to do here, but I'm going to have to slide some plates in to attach the bottom halves. But next step, if I look at the directions here, this is what I've just completed, and there's not a lot to it. It's very straightforward. You can see sandwiching the plates in. All right, we're going to attach the upper and lower, and this is where height becomes an issue. Make sure they're the same height. So these 2 pieces will slide in and out of each other. You're going to sandwich it in where you feel like it needs to be. So let's do that. Okay, so you can see we've got these all attached up here, and what we have here, I found this easier. I took this off. You got 1 little Allen head, slid it up onto the top part, slid my bracing down into here, and tightened everything up. To get them all exactly the same height, the first one I measured exactly where I wanted it to, and then I just assembled the other ones to the same dimensions. So pretty easy. Now attaching these to your bed is super easy with this thing here. This is just a C-clamp. I'm gonna go ahead and attach these so you can see it on camera. But these alone are $20, $30 on Amazon. These are really nice. This is how you also hold down like a truck cap if you want something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and attach that, and then it'll be time to put our bracing on. All right, so as you can see, we've got this and this hooked up, and we're just down to really installing that portion right there. That's gonna stiffen everything up just like it does on the metal or the all steel one that I put in. And you have some choices here. If I wanted to, I could trim these back to fit this truck better. I could certainly make sure that everything is lining up the way I want it to, but I've got it pretty well in there and I like it. I like the look of it. So what we have to do now is we have these 4 pieces right here. These are threaded. They're gonna go in here and we're gonna line those up underneath with where we want it. So I'm gonna make some pencil mark measurements We'll tighten those bolts up and we are done. Let's do it. Well, and that's it. Once it's on and everything's tightened up, it really tightens up. Last step is to put these end caps in place. That's all there is to it. I'll take the camera off the tripod here in a second and walk you around it. Well, yeah, here it is. Vevor pickup truck rack. Capacity is 800 pounds. That's a lot of weight. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'd put 800 pounds on there. One thing to keep in mind when a manufacturer says how many pounds something is capable of holding is that it's weight of the material, but it's also wind load. You put a bunch of 4x4x8 sheets up here and catch a whole lot of wind, you might have yourself a problem. Oh, looking at it, looks like that rear one there may be just a little bit too high, but I can make a minor adjustment to that. Yeah, you can even see. Must have slipped when I was tightening it. That one's just a smidge too high. That's easy enough. You can raise and lower this by loosening these up and then lifting it. So just a little bit of work there involved. Nothing too much, but I like it. I like it. In fact, I think it fits better for this truck than the other one. And so maybe my friend will end up with the metal rack. I'll have to see. I'll have to test it out and see how well it works when I actually put weight in there. But these are nicely adjustable and also removable. Pull the end cap off here, you can take them off. That's nice. And the height's adjustable. If I were going to keep this and use it permanently on my truck, let me walk to the front of it again. I'll show you what I was thinking if I decided this is the one I want to keep on my truck. Well, for me, I wouldn't need to have it quite as wide as that, and so I could take off these and cut one down, cut the ends off and put the caps back on. Wouldn't damage anything, wouldn't reduce anything, just give it a nicer fit for this truck. Now, one thing, and I'm real happy to report this, online, this says it fits full-size trucks. Clearly, I'm using the smallest truck that was sold here in the US. The bed's even smaller on this than it is on the Dodge Rampage and Plymouth Scamp. So this is proof that that is not the case. 71 refers to the width of these bars here. So 71 wide, this would probably, those brackets would be right about here coming down. So certainly you could use on all size trucks, all different widths and whatnot. I guess that'll do it for today. I'll leave a link to where you can get one of these. Thanks to Vevor for sending it my way. I love the fact that I'm able to accessorize my truck and get more work done quicker here at the house with equipment like this. So I appreciate that. Till next time, my friends, take care.